Democrats and the media are now unloading all their nasty attacks on rising Trump White House star and new press secretary, Karoline Leavitt.
So when I was fired the last time from this show...
Wait.
Joy Behar, the outspoken co-host of The View, is officially out. But what could have possibly forced one of daytime television's most controversial figures to step down after decades of airing her opinion on national television? Was it the drama with Karoline Leavitt that pushed ABC to its limit? Or was it something far more calculated and sinister? Let's talk about the explosive details that have the media world on fire.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
It all started during a heated segment of The View, when Joy Behar made a comment so inflammatory, it left jaws on the floor. The topic at hand? Karoline Leavitt, the new 27-year-old White House press secretary under Donald Trump's administration. Joy, never one to hold back, suggested that Leavitt only landed her job because, and I quote, "she's a 10 in Trump's eyes." Yep, you heard that right. Instead of focusing on Leavitt's accomplishments and qualifications, Joy reduced her entire career to nothing but her looks.
Sexist against sexist, rogue against rogue. And it's very hard for them to go after each other because they're both guilty about the same things.
Now, let's break this down. Karoline Leavitt, at just 27, became the youngest person ever to hold the position of White House press secretary. Impressive, right? She's worked her way up in the political world, communications director for high-profile Republican campaigns, even working under Trump's first term. But did any of that matter to Joy Behar? Not according to her. Instead, she took aim at Leavitt's appearance, suggesting her career wasn't earned but was simply handed to her because of her looks. Talk about a slap in the face.
Now to the cackling witch herself, Joy Behar from The View, whose jealousy is something to behold.
The backlash? Immediate. Social media exploded with anger from all sides of the political spectrum. Fans of The View and critics alike were calling out Joy Behar's hypocrisy. Some wondered how, after years of championing feminism and women's empowerment, Joy could tear down another woman based purely on her looks. Others had a bolder take, tweeting, "If a Republican said anything remotely like this, they'd be crucified. But Joy gets a pass because she's on The View?"
Well, first of all, let me just set the record straight. It is a privilege to cover this White House. It's a privilege to be the White House press secretary.
People weren't just upset, they were livid. One Twitter user perfectly summed it up. Joy Behar's comment shows The View only supports women who think like them. If you're a conservative woman, you're just a pretty face. And it didn't end there. The comments came flooding in from all directions, showing just how much damage Joy's remark had done to both her reputation and The View's credibility.
We are not going to allow rogue bureaucrats in this city to obstruct the will of the American people.
Karoline Leavitt, however, wasn't about to sit back and take it. Instead of issuing a simple statement, she went straight for the jugular, filing a lawsuit against Joy Behar for defamation. That's right. Leavitt didn't just call out Behar's comments on social media. No, she took it to the next level, accusing Behar of maliciously undermining her character and career.
Today, when those comments got passed around, even Whoopi Goldberg could not agree with the outlandish remark of Joy Behar.
According to the lawsuit, Behar's comments weren't just false. They were designed to discredit Leavitt and damage her reputation. Leavitt's legal team argued that Behar's words were not only defamatory, but were part of a larger campaign to smear her and diminish her achievements. Now, let's talk about the gravity of this lawsuit. Legal experts weighed in, with many saying that Leavitt had a solid case, especially considering the personal and false nature of Behar's comments. Some suggested that ABC could even be partially liable for allowing such a remark to air. So, this isn't just a media scandal, it's a full-blown legal battle that could have long-lasting consequences for The View and ABC.
Constitutional crisis taking place here at the White House. I've been hearing those words a lot lately. But in fact, the real constitutional crisis is taking place within our judicial branch.
As the fallout continued, ABC executives found themselves in full-blown panic mode. Staffers within the network were divided. Some rallied behind Behar, insisting her comment was just an offhand remark that shouldn't have escalated to this point. Others, however, acknowledged that Behar had crossed a serious line, especially for someone who claims to champion women's rights.
So when I was fired the last time from this show, people say to me, were you okay with that? And my answer is, I was happy.
Reports started surfacing that the network was holding emergency meetings to decide how to handle the situation. Should they apologize, suspend Behar, or, the nuclear option, cut ties with her altogether? This wasn't just a regular View controversy. It was a full-scale PR nightmare. Staffers, once loyal to Behar, began questioning if her behavior could be tolerated any longer.
Well, ABC News has agreed to settle a defamation lawsuit that Donald Trump filed against them. The network will pay Trump $15 million, which will go towards his presidential library.
Behind the scenes, the legal battle between Leavitt and Behar was gaining momentum. Legal experts argued that the key to winning this case would be proving malice on Behar's part. And if Leavitt's team could do that, it would send shockwaves through the media industry. Could this lawsuit actually lead to Behar's departure from The View? Could it unravel ABC's ties to one of its most controversial stars?
All of them, because they illegally broke our nation's laws and therefore they are criminals as far as this administration goes. I know the last administration didn't see it that way.
The public was eating this up. Supporters of Leavitt celebrated her bravery for standing up to Behar, while many others took to Twitter to call for The View to be canceled. One viral tweet read, "The View claims to support women, but when a conservative woman steps up, they tear her down. They've finally exposed themselves." It was clear this wasn't just an attack on Joy Behar. It was an attack on the very essence of the show itself.
You're leaving The View? Are you getting a little nostalgic?
No, not yet, because this is vacation time anyway. So maybe in September I'll have a nervous breakdown, but right now I'm enjoying the whole thing.
And then the moment that shocked the world came. Joy Behar, after years of being one of The View's defining voices, made her exit. The announcement came just days after Leavitt filed the lawsuit. Was it a coincidence? Or was this the result of mounting pressure from ABC executives? Inside sources leaked to the media that ABC had essentially pushed Behar out in a bid to salvage the show's reputation.
You had just come on, and my backstage friends had left. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't like to work when I don't have friends.
The reaction was mixed. Some fans celebrated Behar's departure, calling it a long overdue consequence for her controversial remarks. Others mourned the loss of one of the show's most outspoken hosts, arguing that her exit was politically motivated and a direct result of the pressure from conservative forces. Regardless of where you stand, one thing's for sure: the landscape of daytime television had shifted. So, what does this all mean for The View moving forward? Will the show be able to recover after the dramatic exit of one of its most iconic hosts? With the legal fallout continuing and the network under pressure to act, it's anyone's guess what will happen next.
That's what the Democrats do. They can't stand on policy or solutions, so they attack you with personal smears. But it's not just the Democrats in this race, Tucker, that are attacking me.
As for Karoline Leavitt, her rise to fame has been anything but ordinary. By calling out Behar and forcing this lawsuit into the public eye, she's not only gained supporters across the political spectrum, but she's also set the stage for a bright future. The question now is, will this legal battle enhance her political career, or will it backfire?
It's a very exciting day because President Trump made a bold promise on the campaign trail to make America healthy again, and he is entrusting.
One thing's for sure, Karoline Leavitt isn't going anywhere. As for Joy Behar, her future is now uncertain. Will she fight the lawsuit, or is this the last we've seen of her on The View? So, what do you think? Was Joy Behar's exit inevitable? Did Karoline Leavitt force The View to make the right decision? Or was this all just too much drama for the show to handle? We want to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let us know if you think ABC made the right call. And don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to Celeb Titbits for more of the hottest updates from the world of daytime drama.